This week we've been talking about confidence, and what comes up time and time again, I see and speak to so many people that have lost their confidence. Maybe they had it before, maybe they didn't, maybe things have happened that have shaken that self-esteem or that confidence. But one thing that shifted for me, like if you believe it or not, I used to be terribly shy, like to the point I couldn't look people in the eyes. So I actually used to walk around like this. I had really low self-esteem, no confidence, found it really hard to speak up about things, which led me to not setting boundaries for myself, and it led me to feeling pretty miserable, to be honest. Second guessing everything, fear of judgment from other people as well. That those things came up all the time for me, and it's actually something that comes up with my clients as well. So when I talk about the tools that we use, they're all things from my own experience. Like if you'd spoke to me like 10 years ago and told me that I'd be doing all these videos and speaking on Instagram and going on podcasts, I'd have been like, no way would I be doing that. Yet here I am. Some of the biggest shifts for me is realizing you have to step out of your comfort zone to gain confidence. It's that old saying, and I know you've probably heard it before, but if nothing changes, then nothing changes. To really challenge yourself and give yourself confidence, it means stepping out of that comfort zone or familiar zone, because sometimes it's not comfortable. Sometimes we don't want to be in that zone. Let's address that. However, the more like you do things that are a little bit uncomfortable, and you see, that you can do it, you gain confidence. Some of the tools that I use with my clients, and this is why, I'm definitely more about self-development in an all-round perspective than just like focusing on like here's a training program and here's nutrition, because there's a lot of aspects to this. One of them is how we build up confidence is I teach my clients how to set boundaries. Setting boundaries is really important. If you're saying yes to everything and you're saying no to yourself, you are like, because you want to people please, or because you have that fear of confrontation or that fear of judgment, you're always going to be miserable. Setting boundaries actually gives you a lot of confidence, and it gives you you become happier, because if you don't, it does affect your mental well-being as well. So that's one of the strategies that we use. A lot of other things we do as well, like I know I probably speak about this on my Instagram as well, is reframing. And reframing is so important, but it's how you reword things or use different language to be able to actually not put yourself down. Because let's be real here, like with confidence as well. A lot of you, if you're suffering from self-esteem issues or low confidence, you put yourself down. If you're constantly putting yourself down, that's not going to give you any confidence in it, is it? So we need to reframe. We need to reframe the way you're speaking to yourself. That inner narrative that's going on, we need to work on that. It is a journey and it is a challenge. If you spent years and years and years and years telling yourself these things, then it's going to take a bit of unpacking. It's going to take a bit of challenging. So that's some of the stuff we work on. Some of the biggest pieces as well, like I've mentioned before, identity, realizing who you are and what you want. Okay. And actually, when you ask people, sometimes they're like, I don't know. I actually don't know what I want. So that's why I do a lot of guidance around this. Like, if you don't know how I work, I have like educational hub where I have lots of videos and worksheets and questions to help get the answers. Like, I can't tell you the answer, because that's for you to explore and you to discover. So I'm not dictating to you what the answer is, but I'm here to help guide you there with those questions to help you find out, what this is all about. And when we do that work, we then work on our values. Now, knowing your values again can give you that confidence, because they act as your inner compass. When you know your values, they act as your inner compass, your inner guidance. So when it comes to decision making, instead of being like, oh no, I don't know how to make a decision, you can go back to your values and they will help guide you. So that's why, again, that gives you the confidence in your decision making. But also, part of what we do is getting to that point where you are you. You're not unapologetically you. You're not worrying about what other people think or what other people may judge. There will be people out there that, we're not going to get on with everyone, but it's learning that doesn't matter, you know, and you've got the people in your life that do matter, and let's just focus on that. So yes, confidence comes from a lot of different aspects. When you start working on that, it does show up in all areas of your life, like in work, relationships, social events, you know, being able to go like, I know who I am, I know how to make decisions, and I know how to speak. I've got my voice. And when I see that breakthrough with my clients, it's incredible. So there might be a lot there to think about. I know I've talked about a lot of different subjects, but I try to keep this no longer than, too much longer than 5 minutes. I've gone on a bit today. If this resonated and you're like, actually, I would like to explore this a little bit more to see how this can work for me, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can always message me on Instagram, which is the_empower_coach, or any email or on Facebook as well. But hopefully this gave you some things to think about, but I'm always here to chat through. Take care.